Islanders, we have two incidents to share with you on the show today. You know that it is not our goal to share bad news with you, but there is bad news that happens in the industry and across our world. Two incidents today in separate parts of the world. The first being a pilot, those men who board cruise ships in North America and around the world to help crew members get into and out of ports. A pilot was trying to board a Princess cruise ship and fell into the water. He eventually lost his life because of the situation. We're sharing that news story with you. We're also sharing an incident that happened. A man from the state of Arkansas, my home state, driving to Louisiana. He stayed the night in a hotel. He was getting up, him and his wife, to board the Carnival Glory for the cruise this week. And the man tried to steal his car and eventually shot him, and he lost his life. We're sharing both of those stories with you today. We're also going to share news from Virgin Voyages. They have had a great 2023, and there's still more to come as they deliver two brand new cruise ships to the industry and adding them to their fleet. Their notion and concept of no main dining rooms is catching on. It was questionable at first. Now people are starting to love that. We're going to discuss and share that topic with you and their news as well. We all need some time in the islands. Let's go there now on Island Time. A big happy Wednesday to all you Islanders. We are halfway through the week. Can you believe that? We hope you're having a great day. We are on Island Time. I am Derek. Let's drop our anchors and take some time to relax in the islands together. Some of you watch us every day. Some of you are newer or maybe brand new. If you'd like to stay up to date with the latest in cruising and cruise news, be sure that you subscribe to this channel and ring that bell. You will receive notifications when we upload content almost every single day. We have to quickly give you an update on Norwegian's Giving Joy competition. Of course, we mentioned yesterday, Michelle Aber she's in the competition. She is still in the top 10 in the competition. From Mike and Michelle, thank you for your votes, but we also have other Islanders in the competition as well that need your votes. Be sure when you're voting that you go ahead and vote for Crystal Grimes and Emily Stockloffer. They are both in the competition. They are both phenomenal teachers. Their loved ones have reached out to me, and of course, they are asking for your vote. There are probably others who are in the competition who are also Islanders. Let us know who you are. We will try to pass on your name and encourage those to vote as well. Let's get into cruise news. There's so much to talk about, and a lot of what we have today is negative. We don't like to be negative, as we mentioned in the intro, but sometimes that is the reality of news that takes place. And we share that news so we can learn from it, right? There are learning situations that can take place. And so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to start with this story here, and this one is a sad story. I've not seen a story like this in a long, long time. A pilot, a man who has boarded I don't know how many cruise ships to help crew members navigate the waters, the currents, the winds, the depth of the water. They are local experts. This happens if you cruise out of Miami and Port Canaveral and Galveston and Long Beach, all over places here in North America. It happens all around the world. We depend on these pilots to get us into and out of ports safely. It is a risky job. We forget that because so many times over and over and over, they do this safely. Even though these men, they're in a small boat and they use literally a little bitty ladder with ropes to get on cruise ships, and they get off the ship the same way. It is risky and it is safe most of the time. In this situation though, a local pilot trying to board a Princess cruise ship, the Diamond Princess, while the ship was coming into the port of Nagasaki, fell into the water. Princess immediately, the crew members there, they launched the rescue boat, and they were able to recover the man from the water. They were able to find him. This is a man who had years and years of experience. He had done this hundreds of times. He was wearing a life jacket. He was having just a normal day, helping a beautiful cruise ship into a local port where they're going to spend money and spend time in his local community. And an incident took place where he falls into the water. He is recovered, but later dies from this situation. Local officials there are reporting that the water was calm. The weather was good. This is something that this man had done so many times, but he fell into the water, and this incident is under investigation. The Japanese Coast Guard is investigating whether the pilot boat shook or hit maybe the Diamond Princess, and it caused this man to fall into the water. It's almost unexplainable what happened here. but we know that it is risky. And we take comfort that the Japanese Coast Guard is taking a look at this. Of course, we pray for this man's family, a man who worked hard, who had done this for many, many years. And now, of course, he left home one day to go to work and never did come back. We're praying for that family. The Diamond Princess was able to make that port. She spent the day in Nagasaki. She left even that port the same day as she was scheduled to do. That's good news, and the fact that local officials there don't think that Princess was at fault or something like that, because they could have said, hey, crew of the Diamond Princess, you're going to leave your ship here while we investigate this. They did not do that. The Diamond Princess has now left, is on her way, and of course we're praying for that man's family. Pilots, have you ever seen that small pilot boat come along your cruise ship and either send up the man to help with local officials or pick up the man? Let us know in the comment section below. I think I have some pilot video that I've shown during this story here that you can see what it looks like. But let us know if you've seen this in your cruise experience in the comment section below. I also wanted to share this story. It has made local news here in Arkansas, my home state. Steven Skinner as well from Arkansas. He is cruising right now on board the Carnival Glory. He was not the only Arkansan that was supposed to be on that ship. Arkansans cruise a lot out of New Orleans, out of Galveston, out of Mobile when cruise ships are there. And he was not the only Arkansan supposed to be on the ship. Paul Holt was another Arkansan, and his wife, who left Arkansas and stayed the night in Hammond, Louisiana, on their way to New Orleans, right? So many times, you and I both, we are excited for our cruise. We drive part of the way. We stay the night in a hotel. We wake up. We drive the rest of the way. We get on the cruise ship. That is a norm in the industry. That is a norm that you and I do. Paul Holt had probably done this several times. He wakes up. It's cruise morning. He is excited to get on the cruise ship. He and his wife check out of the hotel. Matter of fact, his wife goes ahead and gets in the car. She is in the car. Paul walks her to the car. The surveillance video showed all of this. He walks back into the hotel because he's going to check out, formally check out, like all of us do. Whenever he leaves the car to go check out of the hotel, a man approaches the car. He opens one of the car doors. He pulls out the woman in the car, and he tries to carjack Paul's car. He takes the car. Paul sees all of this taking place. He is inside the hotel. He comes out of the hotel. He approaches his car, who someone is trying to steal. He opens the car door, and the man who's still in the car, of course, is not happy. He wants the car. The man shoots Paul. Paul passes away. His wife is right there, of course. His wife not on the cruise, and Arkansan trying to go to Louisiana, trying to enjoy a cruise on board that he's done so many times. And it's scary because you and I, we do this same thing all the time. You and I, we get in our cars, we drive, we head to a cruise port, we stay in a hotel, and you never know when trouble is going to be there, just around the corner, right? And just as I pointed out yesterday with the story we shared with Royal Caribbean and the man hiding a camera in a public bathroom and over 150 people being recorded, we have to be aware of our situations. We have to be aware of what's around us. Even though a lot of times we think the best of people, right? We think that they're good. We don't think there's necessarily bad all around. We have to be on our toes. We have to be on guard, even when we're on vacation. We, of course, are praying for Paul's family, extended family. We're praying especially for his wife, who was there for this situation, who saw all of this take place. It's unbelievable. It really is. Paul and his family, we are praying for you. We hope that the peace that passes all understanding is present during this time and will be in the days ahead. The thief has been caught. The murderer has been caught. He's in custody now. Surveillance video showed all of this, and hopefully that man is brought to justice, of course. Let's now discuss Virgin Voyages. Virgin has had a great 2023, but they are nowhere near done. I shared in the intro that one of the concepts that Virgin has come up with that is on their cruise ships now and will be on their 2 new cruise ships in 2023 is this idea that there is not a main dining room. Virgin Voyages does not have a main dining room on board, a room that you go and that you are served in, that you go to your table every single night and they give you a menu and you order. That does not happen on Virgin Voyages. They also don't have traditional buffets. as well. They do have over 20 different places to eat, and they do have good service and things like that, but there's not the traditional main dining room. It's an interesting concept, and there have been many of you who've reached out to me, and you've wanted to try Virgin Voyages, but this has been your greatest holdup. This has been your holdback. So many of you have said, I'm not going to book Virgin Voyages because I don't want that experience. It's a new experience. I encourage you to try it, and it's working for Virgin Voyages as their third cruise ship is coming out in just a few days. The Resilient Lady is set to debut May the 14th, her Mermaidian voyage, as they call it, in Greece. She's going to spend some time in Europe before she goes to Australia later in the year, and she will return to Europe later on. But she is making her Mermaidian voyage May 14th in Greece. Like her sisters, Valiant Lady and Scarlet Lady, Resilient Lady is a cruise ship that's just over 110,000 gross tons. She can welcome over 2,700 guests. It's an adults-only ship. It's an adults-only cruise line, which does turn some people on. They like that part of it. They don't like that, of course, there's no main dining room. There's no traditional buffets. Virgin Voyages, though, is not done there. You know, they have the Resilient Lady coming out. Many of us are not going to cruise her because she is not in our part of the world. But Virgin Voyages says, hang on just a second because we're not done. She is not the only cruise ship that we're delivering this year. They say, we're also going to deliver the Brilliant Lady. The Brilliant Lady is set to be delivered in November of this year, and she's sailing from Miami. She's actually going to set sail around the same time, Christmas time, December 23rd, 24th is what it is. The same time as the Carnival Jubilee is going to set sail from Galveston. A brand new cruise ship coming to Miami, a different cruise brand that you have not cruised before. You may try it out. Adults only. It is different. It is luxurious. Let me just go ahead and tell you. And of course, Amanda and I can help you if you're interested in Virgin Voyages, if you need a travel partner, if you have all those questions and you think, I'm not going to do that because I don't know anything about it. Amanda and I can help you. And let me go ahead and throw this out there. Most of you know, if you're looking to plan your cruise, whatever cruise it is, whatever cruise line, we can absolutely help you. We don't charge you anything. We provide travel planning services for you. We book your cruise. We help you with excursion. We book your hotel and flights if you need us to. We do everything for you. It doesn't cost you any more than what it would cost you if you booked it yourself or you called a 1-800 number. Let us know if we can be of any help. You can email us, travel@bookislandtime.com, and you can reach us via that way. Islanders, we hope you enjoyed the cruise news show today, the updates that we shared with you. 2 stories, of course, unfortunate, but maybe we can learn something from them or at least be on guard when we travel. We will do our best to bring you positive stories tomorrow as we spend some time in the islands together. We cannot wait to see your comments in the comment section below, of course, on our Facebook page. We will see you tomorrow right here on Island Time.